Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. What I'm going to do is remove the air layer off the beech which I have outside. It's the only one I got on last year. It's only about that big. It's just because the beech is too tall. So I'll give you a look at it before I remove the air layer and we'll get that potted up. Fingers crossed to be some roots on it, but if there's not and it's calloused, I'll still be potting it up. I've done it with calluses before and they've survived, which I'll show you a couple of examples on the Hawthorns which I took off last year. Then we're all calloused and I'll show you what I do before I pot them up if it's calloused to help them progress the roots. So stay tuned and I'll give you a look at the air layer. So this is the big beech. As you can see, it's too tall. It's nothing in there. I really want the tree down here somewhere. So I'll get this air layer off and we can get that potted up. So it shouldn't be a long video. I'll cut it off. I'm not going to show you us cutting it off because who the hell wants to watch someone saw a tree. So once I get this off, we'll come back. So I've sawed it off. Didn't take long at all. I might leave the height like that, get some carbon into that top bit and see what we can make out of that later on. There's the air layer. So we'll have a look and see if we've got any roots. Before I pot the air layer up, little spruce forest is doing well. Tiny new shoot out on the end of that one. I thought it was dead with it being yellow, but God knows why I made that like. There's the blackthorn. It's put out its leaves now. So another week or two I'll put that on the bench. I brought my fighters in. I did have it on the kitchen bench, but our lass is a twisty bugger, so I've had to bring it in there. My grapevine starting to pop. I got 4 bunches on the grapes last year. I wonder how many I get this year. But other than that, everything's doing well in the greenhouse. There we go. I've got 4 jades left. I think I might give them to the dog. Do you reckon, son? Do you want some jades? Who ate them? Did you eat them? Who's done them? He's saying alive as a bee. So what we'll do is we'll unravel it and see if we've got any roots. No, that's just calloused, which I'm not bothered about. I'll show you what to do with that. So if this had roots on, I would have just planted the full thing and chopped this off later on. But with it not having any roots, I'm going to chop it off now. Done. So what I do with the calluses is I just get a bit of sandpaper and I just run it over the calluses just to grind them up a bit like that. You're just taking the top off just to expose the cambium. All I'm going to be doing is putting it in an air pot, quite deep. So as you can see, we scratch the surface, open the cambium up. All I want to do is dust it with loads of rooting hormone, which I'll get some soil in here first, then we can put it straight in. smell, you dog. I'm not going to bash you. There's some more, eh? Am I kicking you out your bed soon? So what? I was going to put a load of oat and Hawthorn. That should be enough. I'll just plonk it in. I will be putting this in the greenhouse for a couple of weeks. And voila. I could wrap a wire around it and tie it to there, but it's pointless because it's going in the greenhouse. So what I'll do now is I'll take you outside, I'll show you the hawthorns, which were calloused exactly the same as this last year, and I'll show you how them are getting on this year. I won't be taking them out of the pot to show you the roots, but I'll show you them in foliage. So if you do it early in a callosis, don't chuck it away. Scrape it off, give it another year, see if it works, then you can always chuck it away the next year. So here's the hawthorn earliers off last year. As you can see, they're doing really, really well. The ones with the white tags in, like that, is the ones that calloused. That's why it's had the tie-in wire on to stop it moving. But as you can see, it's solid in the pot. I think there was about 2 or 3 with that on. I think one didn't make it, but if I keep looking, there's another one over the back there. We've got a nice big one down here. So they've done really, really well. But as you can see, don't chuck them away. Give them another year, then you'll know for definite if they haven't worked. I really need to do a video on these and prune them back before the branches get too thick. The same as them over there, the buggers. So if this turns out like the hawthorns, it should be a nice little tree with a movement. I buried it quite deep because this will be your first branch, and whatever we get out of these sections up here, bit carving into this bit, and we'll have an apex from these top branches. It's got a long way to go yet, but I thought I might as well get a little earlier instead of just chopping the beech off and chucking it away. So that's it for this little short video on removing the earlier. I only got one done last year. This year I've got a canny bit to do, so I best get cracking. I've got the big beeches where I want to take the top off as an earlier and try and create some sort of rafts or club styles because they get chunky on the tops. I've got the Kojo or my cherry to get a load on, so I'll have to get them done soon. But I will get my earliers done this year. I'll make a point of doing it this year. But that's it for this little short video on removing the earlier. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please subscribe, help the channel out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da, folks!